Hey everybody, I'm Brian with Knox Company, and in this video I'm going to show you how to replace the tank lever or the toilet lever on your toilet. So let's go. So as you can see, I already got the lid off, top of the tank, and what happened yesterday is I went to go flush and it broke. We've got one of these old plastic handles or levers here, and right inside you can see right there. This is made out of plastic and it's pretty old and it just broke off. The valve inside is still working, so I'm not going to be replacing that. But in case you do want to replace that, I have a video, a link that I'll put up in the top of how to replace those valves. But in this case, we're just going to replace this handle or this lever, and it's pretty simple. It's only a few dollars, so let's get it done. First thing we're going to do is remove the handle. Sometimes I actually like to bring this to the store with me just to make sure if there's anything unique about it. Weird part is that you actually turn it right to loosen. So in case you're trying to crank on it left, some of these plumbing items, because of the lever motions, they actually have it reverse threaded. So you can see here it just broke. The plastic's just really old. We're going to replace this hopefully with like a metal or a higher ABS plastic. And it has just this little nut on the back. Standard size, standard fitting, very, very common part. So we're off to our favorite box store, whichever one of is your choice. But we're only going to the store right now because I need it today. But you can also get the link. I'll put an Amazon link in the video, and you can have it down there in the description. You can have it shipped to you within about 2 days if you have Amazon Prime. I got my road dog here. And we're gonna go grab that toilet handle, and I'll show you guys, it's probably about $7 and how easy it is to install it. But real quick, if you haven't already, hit the like button. It helps me out. It helps out with that YouTube algorithm, and yeah, it's free. So hit that like button. Let's go.
But Daddy, let's get one.
So you're gonna be in the plumbing section where you have a lot of the other toilet faucet stuff. And you can see these are the different options you have. I found the one that we used to have, which is this one, which is the plastic one, for $5. And we're gonna upgrade to the $7 one. Should last a little bit longer. So another thing is you can actually even just replace the toilet sometimes for cheaper than it is to replace some of the parts. For example, the lever is like $7 or $8. The plunger could be $7 to $14. A new gasket and some other things, and maybe some seals in the tank. Next thing you know, you're halfway to $100, and you can see there's some toilets that are $100, out the door, and they also come with their own handles, plungers, and everything to set them up. Sometimes they even come with a wax ring seal and stuff to do the full install. So sometimes it might be worth just going and get a new toilet, but because this is a rental, we're just gonna kind of keep it working and upgrade the parts as we go. But something to think about. So now that we got our tank lever, we can go ahead and disconnect the chain from the old lever arm. Usually it's just a little hook, a little clasp like that, pretty simple. And out of the box, it's just these two pieces. You have your lever, which you're gonna feed through the hole there, and then you got your nut, which again, remember, it's kind of like a reverse thread. So lefty tighty, righty loosey. So I got the lever installed, and you can see the square back kind of fits into the square hole of the tank. The washer, again, I had to kind of adjust it a little bit because this arm wanted to rub against the back of the tank or the front of the tank here. So you can see I put a slight bend into it, which is okay to put a bend here if you need to. It kind of just depends on the contour of your tank. But in this case, just so it wasn't grinding against the front of the tank, I had to actually kind of put a bend in it, and that helped with also putting the nut on. Last thing we have to do is connect the chain to this lever. Now we got the chain installed, we can go ahead and try it out. Perfect. And there you have it. It's just that easy. It's pretty, I don't even need any tools. I could do it by hand. A lot of the things on here are usually hand tight, especially like when you're installing the tank and some other things like the float and the valve inside. Again, I have a video for that, which I'll link here at the end of the video also. There's a link to this part you can find on Amazon in case you don't want to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or something for it. But a lot of the tools on toilets and some, I would say all plumbing, but mainly toilets, because you're working with porcelain and stuff like that, you don't want to over tighten any of the fittings or nuts because it can crack the material like the porcelain. So a lot of this stuff is usually hand tight. It's easy to fix and it's easy to replace. $7, $8. So it's really fast and something you can do yourself. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments there below. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit subscribe. I have all kinds of videos about stuff you can fix around the house, do it yourself, and save some money. So until then, I'll see you on the next build.